turn things off over here? Warning, an Epsilon 6 security alert has been declared. All systems have been locked down. Secure your station and await further instructions. All personnel must pass through decontamination when entering or exiting the facility. All personnel must display a rank 22 at minimum security badge with updated photo ID. Failure will result in immediate security lockup until the person may be questioned and confirmed. Guests must present a signed letter of approval from General Rawlings and employee point of contact. All guests must display a guest badge with limited access. Guests must be accompanied at all times. Guests found unattended will be held for questioning, and the point of contact will be responsible for their actions. Blah blah blah, read that already. The security protocol database file has been corrupted. 4 out of 219 files recovered. That's unfortunate. Class 5 counter-espionage procedure. If the facility administrator has probable cause to suspect a breach of security by a foreign intelligence operative, including but not limited to Chinese agents, that's me, or sympathizers, the administrator shall activate the Class 5 counter-espionage procedure. In the event of a Class 5 alert, the facility will enter a minimal security lockdown. All staff are to report to their stations and await further instructions from security personnel. Anyone failing to report in a timely manner or found absent thereafter shall be considered suspects and may be shot on sight. Security teams are to escort the members of each department to the research labs on Level 3 for processing. The chief scientist shall prepare a mesmatron-equipped robo-brain to aid in the interrogation process. Due to the experimental nature of this technology, some casualties are to be expected due to spontaneous cranial eruption on the order of 10 to 15%. Oh my god. Should any agents be discovered, the administrator is authorized to subdue them by any means necessary and turn them over to the research staff for experimentation. After completing the interrogation process, the administrator may terminate this alert at his discretion. Gamma 9. In the event of a coordinated escape attempt and/or hostile action by the test subjects, any Class 1 or Class 2 supervisor is authorized to declare a Gamma 9 security alert. A Gamma 9 security alert will initiate a maximum security lockdown of the research wing and a minimal security lockdown elsewhere. In the research wing, all security and defensive systems will activate, all local and remote terminal functions will be disabled, and all security doors in the cell block areas will be sealed. The facility administrator is advised to treat this alert as a field test opportunity and to deploy all available experimental robots to secure the research wing. Casualties among the test subjects are to be expected. A complete purge is authorized at the administrator's discretion. Security teams are to perform a methodical sweep of the research wing before issuing an all-clear and terminating this alert. The administrator must submit an RM-13 incident report, as well as requests for replacement test subjects to the Military Robotics Oversight Committee. Epsilon 6, which is what we're currently under. In the event of a fault in the Code Conditioning Protocol, CCP-21, resulting in a mass uprising of the robot janitorial staff. I love that, they have like 400 of these files with information on what to do in various situations. And one of them is possible uprising of robot janitors, and that's the one that's happened. Anyway, any Class 2 supervisor is authorized to declare an Epsilon 6 security alert. If such an alert is initiated, all security and defensive systems will activate, remote terminal functions will be disabled, and the control center will enter an automated lockdown state. Facility staff are advised to arm themselves and shelter in place. An external review will be conducted by the Military Robotics Oversight Committee, MROC, within 10 business days to determine the appropriate course of action. 10 business days. I'm just sitting there waiting for these murderous robots to stop. This alert may be terminated, 1, by remote authorization from the MROC, or 2, by the facility administrator from the master control terminal in the control center, which I guess is where we're going. As a failsafe, if the control center has been compromised, a limited manual override can be initiated from the elevator access terminal in Security Room 3. Voice print identification of 3 registered Class 2 supervisor level employees is required to activate the override. Do I need to worry about this last one? In the event of confirmed nuclear detonations... Okay, so this issue happened before the nukes went off because the Epsilon 6 protocol went into effect, not the Omega. Interesting. and it was they had to wait 10 days, so it could have been any time 10 days before the nukes fell. In the event of confirmed nuclear detonations, the facility administrator, or in his absence, the highest level supervisor on duty, hereafter acting administrator, shall institute a temporary lockdown and order all staff to shelter in place. A loss of contact with the military chain of command is to be expected. After a period of no less than 12 hours from the LOC event, the acting administrator shall attempt to re-establish contact. Also, there's emergency stuff going by outside. Sorry if there's noise. See Emergency Communications Protocol, Appendix 9. Any instructions transmitted pursuant to these communications are to be followed and supersede this protocol. In the event the communications cannot be re-established within 24 hours from LOC, the acting administrator shall initiate an orderly shutdown of the facility. Test subjects are to be secured in their cells. Facility staff remaining on site are to delete any sensitive files and records, close down their stations, arm themselves, and collect their personal belongings. If communications have not been re-established by 30 hours from LOC, the acting administrator shall activate lockdown mode Omega. This will provide a 10-minute window for staff to evacuate the facility. This evacuation should be presumed to be permanent. Once initiated, the lockdown can only be terminated via remote authorization from the Military Robotics Oversight Committee. Interesting. Cigarettes. Cigarettes, anyway. Oh man. Don't you come in here. Ooh. Hello? I hear you out there.
May as well take what we can. They won't be needing those items any longer.
Anything useful?
Oh god.
I'd just leave
I was like, I was wondering where that thing was.
Junk. Me, I call it junk we can use.
Thank you. Skyrim reference there. That's an expert one, okay. I was gonna say, can I just teleport? No, I cannot. That's not functioning. Oh, man. Alright, what I'm gonna have to do then is... I'm gonna come over here. Dogmeat, can you get up? You're having a lot of issues there. Alright, I'm gonna quick save right here, then I'm gonna run. And do my best! Oh, come on. Ah, Jesus! Alright, let's try it again. Whoop. Buttons. Buttons, get up. Can you shoot... Why are you using a pipe pistol? What are you aiming at? Oh, God. Oh, I forgot the Tesla stuff jumps. Oh, man. Is there one just immediately up here? Oh, God damn it. I think it's just out of my reach. Alright, what I'm gonna do then... No, that's not what I want. Here we go. Aha!
Critical failure in security systems. Security offline.
That didn't get both of them, did it? Okay, good. This one is dead. Sorry if I hurt you. Oh, God. That one is not. Ow! Stop it! Jesus! Alright, we're gonna have to throw farther. Is that the other one? Looks like. What about dog meat? Why does it not have the stim pack for dog meat? Okay, I was just looking at the wrong spot on him. You guys, I had to do that myself, and I can't even hit those things.
Traveling with you is proving to be quite Uplifting.
It's a way to put it, I guess.
The scourge of the Commonwealth has used my own technology against me. You may have gained access to my sanctum, but you'll need better skills than that to defeat me.
Careful, sir.
Oh,
We really kick ass together, don't we?
good job, Ada. Just a lot of you guys. And you! Ada, you get to finish him off. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of nice parts all around here. And piles of junk. Oh, was that a... It was. Right, Ada?
Here.
Thanks, pal. Quiet. Too quiet. A duct tape? Oh, wonder glue. That's pretty good. It's very quiet. Oh, this is suspicious. Nothing gonna pop out at me? Uh-oh. Watch out, Ada! I got him. Don't worry.
Good stuff?
Find anything useful?
Yeah, would you guys let me get it? Watch out! Tank boss! Ah! Oh, snack time! Oh god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Oh, Jesus. I'm just gonna wait here. Thank you. I already looked at this one, right? Yeah. Come on, let me in here. Thank you. Okay. What is back here? Is this? Oh, terminal that is still functional. Yeah, Epsilon 6, I know. Lieutenant Justin Green, U.S. Army. Got transferred over to run production control today. The idiot from General Atomics got pulled after he let the department efficiency drop below 90%. Private sector buffoons have it so easy. Imagine being content with such a crappy rating and not even having to account for the shortfall. I'm going to start getting things back on track down here and show these civilians how the U.S. military runs the show. It took a while, but I finally weeded out the last of those General Atomics ingrates from my department. Who the heck did they think they were, anyway? I've never seen a lazier bunch of good-for-nothing layabouts in my life. Lost paperwork, mislaid supplies, inferior assembly work, you name it, and these clowns were the cause. Then there was Sarah Wallachek. I think that's how you say that. She was supposed to be GA's pride and joy down here. I caught her hooking up with the robo-brain head... Hooking up the robo-brain heads to one of our recompilers and trying to have a conversation with it, asking it, was it sad and could it feel pain? Are you kidding me? I fired her on the spot. How a private company gets anything done without discipline, I'll never know. I'm pleased to report that the department is back up to 100% efficiency. Now that the section is staffed entirely by soldiers, the work is getting done on budget, on time, and without mistakes. That's how you run a damn assembly line. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, General Atomics. That sounds about like the military. Oh, there's some bullets. duct tape! Haha! And some Wonder Glue. I'm gonna be all about that adhesive for the time being. You guys are gonna pop out, aren't you? Novice.
There we go.
Alright, we're in. Turret control. Can I just turn everything off? Deactivate. Protectron? No, I do not want to activate. I do want to take just a quick moment, though, for a bathroom break. Actually, I think I'm going to have to take a quick break. I forgot to charge my Bluetooth headsets, and I don't have any other headset that is not battery powered, so if I don't stop now, then I'm eventually going to just lose my hearing, basically. So I'm going to take a break for a bit. It's getting to the hottest part of the day anyway, so maybe I'll go and take a break down at the beach. You know, nice day for it, right, Buttons? So yeah, I'll be back in the evening to record a bit more, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in a while. Well, for you it's going to be probably longer than a while, depending on when these episodes, or how these episodes are split and when they go out. Anyway, see you later. Bye! Alright, welcome back. It's not the same day. I had to wait until tomorrow, which is today, because my neighbors started doing construction, and that would not make for a good recording session. So hopefully they don't start again. If they do, I might have to abruptly stop. But as far as I know, you know, I've waited long enough and they haven't started yet, so hopefully. Anyway, that looks like a... oh man, I heard that. Oh, delicious food. So we're heading down into the Mechanist's lair. It's a legendary quantum junk bot, probably upstairs. Ah, Robo Workbench. Are we gonna need to get like another piece to put on Ada? Oh, he died holding his favorite beverage. And now it's mine. Oh, ho, ho. This?
Lead engineer, Thomas Harkin.
That must be you.
So far, we're tracking on schedule for the latest RoboBrain milestone. Dr. Asante has assured me that the active time between memory wipes has been greatly increased. Hopefully, that will hold true in our latest live testing. The senior engineers also informed me that their latest assembly line adjustments have been completed early. I can only hope that means due diligence was still paid, and we're not going to be looking at a total system breakdown again. Other than that, I'm still worried about the test subjects. Right now, we've got more than enough to meet our demand. But it's not like these things grow on trees.
So the test subjects must be the, you know, quote, donors of the brains. Because they can't just get them from nowhere. Epsilon, blah, blah, blah. Okay, maintenance issue. After dome implantation, the brain on the above subject started exhibiting physical changes. The subject's dura turned some kind of a mottled brown color and started to break down after only 12 hours in the solution. Turns out the biogel was tainted with sulfuric acid runoff from the dome polishing compound, and a reaction was occurring when they met. Unfortunately, this subject is a total loss. We'll have to just write it off as bad luck and switch polishing compounds immediately. Oh my god. That's awful. Just dissolved his still alive brain in acid. We're continuing to have issues maintaining cohesion between the neural interface and the spinal column nerve endings. The nerves reject the connections faster than we can rebuild them. I know we were hoping to keep the spinal columns intact for the robo-brains, but it's obviously not going to happen. I'd suggest we revert back to the original plan, the good old brain-in-a-jar prototype. It will reduce the amount of life support subsystems significantly, as well as cut production time almost by a third. I'll submit my findings to the brass in Washington tomorrow. We got the first batch of RoboBrains back from testing, and they're a mess. Cracked domes, thrown shreds, overloaded fusion piles, fried circuits, the list goes on and on. This particular issue is troubling though. According to field users, some of the RoboBrains are misinterpreting commands. The onboard brain, sorry I can't talk today, seems to almost overthink these instructions and decide to rewrite them for efficiency purposes. Most of the time this results in property damage or even a few civilian fatalities. I've gone over every square inch of the faulty units and I can't find a thing wrong with them. I'm going to have to send this issue over to research and see what they can shake out. At least our department is in the clear on this one. One of the RoboBrains rolled off the line with a faulty voice module. When it speaks, it's speaking in reverse. This troubled me, so I had them shut down the line for almost 8 hours while I checked the software for issues and then gave the audio output assembler a thorough diagnostic. I didn't find the issues, so I gave the all clear to resume assembly and marked it down as a glitch. I have no idea what would cause such a ridiculous issue, but if you ask me, I think one of the guys upstairs thought it would be funny. Are we gonna run into a backwards speaking RoboBrain? So, how do all these guys die? Because aren't they like kinda underground and protected? The environmental storytelling is always very interesting in these games. Oh, there's the big boy.
That's the last of them.
It's gonna explode! Stand back! Jesus, come on, guys.